go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. I really want to come kick it with you. You'll be my American boy.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the second video of the Norvina palette series. In this video we are going to be using, of course, the Norvina palette, and as you can see we're going to be doing more pinky hues, so that calls for using the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. Like I mentioned, we're going to be dabbling in a bunch of different ABH palettes. I think tomorrow's video it might just be out of the Norvina palette, but I might use like another ABH like single eyeshadow, but I think that's what I'm going to do because I'm going to do like this like purple ombre look that I have in mind. However, if you own the Modern Renaissance palette and also the Norvina palette, then grab your palettes and let's get started. So of course I am priming my lid and I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC45, and I have, someone asked me if I use the P. Louise eyeshadow base, or if I've ever heard of it, and of course I've heard of it. She's like legendary in the Instagram world, but I just haven't gotten a chance to order it yet. So when I do, I might switch over, I might not. I'm really comfortable with using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, but I understand your curiosity with wanting to see how it works and everything like that, so definitely understand that. So I'm just going to set that down with the translucent setting powder, and then now we're gonna go into the eyeshadow palette. So one of you ladies asked me how I usually pick a transition shade and how you pick a transition shade out of a palette. So generally when I pick a transition shade, it is usually something that is warm, so like a reddish brown kind of color. So when I look at the Norvina palette, I like automatically go towards Eccentric. Eccentric is the only warm shade that I could possibly use for my transition. So I am I am going to use Eccentric, but once you look at a palette, you'll see something that you feel like could be something that will be able to blend out another color, and that is going to be Eccentric out of this palette. If you're a little bit fair, you can probably use Incense, but Incense is a lot more cooler in tone, so it might not look, you know, the best, especially if you're going for more warm tones. Now if you're gonna go for a cool tone look by using like Incense, Volatile, and like Soul, then you know that's completely fine. Now out of the Modern Renaissance palette, when you look at this palette, they have a lot more transition shades. So they have Burnt Orange, and they have Raw Sienna, and they also have Golden Ochre. So these three shades right here in this little quad are all three transition shades. Really good for different skin tones, because Burnt Orange you can use if you're like a medium skin tone. Also for Raw Sienna, medium to light. And then I personally use Real Gar out of this palette. It is like a really deep orange with like a little bit of red in it, but this is the only one that'll show up on my skin tone because these two don't. They just kind of blend into the color of my concealer, so I have to go something a little bit lighter. And when you're going in with a transition shade, if you are my skin tone and you're gonna go in with like Real Gar, it doesn't have to be as like orange. You can just put like a little tap and just dust it in the crease, so that way you have like a little bit of warmth and a little bit of color that's gonna help you blend out the deeper and darker shades. Because generally when you're going in with like crease shades, you want to start like light and then go darker and then go darker, so it's gonna be like a building effect, so like a 3-layer pie, so to speak. You're gonna go in with your transition shade, then you're gonna go in with like your crease shade, and then you're gonna go in with your like outer V deepening type of shade. So that is what and how you would pick out a transition shade. I hope that helped you. But we're gonna go back into the actual makeup tutorial, and I am going to take Eccentric, and I'm taking a Morphe M441 brush. I really like this brush. Like, ever since I started using Morphe brushes, I really like them. I like to use them a lot as well, mainly because they're affordable, but y'all know, still gotta use my Sigma brushes because those brushes definitely never do me wrong, especially with like shedding and stuff. But I'm just blending this shade into the crease and just building this color up. I really like to build up in this inner portion right here, like where my like eyebrow meets like my side of my nose. I like to blend there right there. So next we are going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette, and I am going to take Love Letter, which unfortunately my Love Letter is almost gone. I'm so sad about it. But I'm taking one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills brushes that comes like with their palettes. It's just a generic kind of blending brush. A lot of people don't like this brush because it is like a little bit stiffer, but I really like it for like when I really want a color to be packed on, like this love letter shade. I like using a brush like this because it's fluffy, although it's not as soft as it could be. It's fluffy and it deposits the color really nicely. So I'm just putting this into the crease. Once again, pretty much covering eccentric, but not going up as high as eccentric. But I am going to come in here also, because as you can see, we're doing like a half cut crease. So I'm gonna go from like pretty much the inner corner to the outer corner, not really doing like a halo, but kind of in that fashion. And just continue to build this color up until it's as pink as you want it to be. And then of course you just want to dust over the top with the previous brush just to kind of blend like that. And then now we are going to take a little bit, so we're just swapping back and forth between palettes, which is fun. I'm gonna take Volatile, and I'm taking an E25 brush by Sigma. And Volatile, it looks a little bit more purple on my skin tone, so this is just gonna go out into this outer edge. It's not really gonna be able to be seen too much because I want the main focus to be on Love Letter, but I'm still gonna apply this out here to the outer corner. Just a little smidge of it. Kind of see it over here on the outer edge where I blended it, but you know, it's not an important step. And then now I'm going to cut out the crease. I'm gonna get really close to my mirror, have it tilting kind of like back, so that way like I can look like I'm looking like down at it, and then cut. Okay guys, so now we're gonna go back into the Norvina palette. We're gonna take Wild Child, which is a really pretty, like, bright pink. It's a really pretty pink. It has some iridescent, like, hues in it. Like, there's, like, chunks of, like, bright pink. There's also, like, some purple. Like, it's, like, a really pretty pink color. And I'm not, like, a pink girl. Like, I enjoy wearing pink on my face. Like, I enjoy the way that it looks. As you guys know, okay, oh, camera. Don't do this to me today. Come on. Come on. Like I was saying before my camera was rudely unfocusing on me, I like to wear pink hues, but pink is definitely not my favorite color. I was actually thinking about doing pink for my wedding. Not like pink, but like more like a mauve, because I just cannot come up with a good wedding color. Like, I feel like it's just like not like anything I want to do. Like, Jack doesn't like I wanted to do rose gold and maroon, but he thinks they're too close together, and I'm like, what do you mean? They're perfect together, they complement each other. But he thinks that since he's a painter that he knows color, and I'm like, well, I'm a makeup artist, I know color, I know color combos, you know. So I don't know, we were gonna do black and gold, but then one of his friends is doing that for their wedding in December, so I'm just like, you know what, screw it, you know. So I don't know, you guys, I don't know. I'm not even engaged yet, so it doesn't really matter, you know. But at the same time, it's like, hurry up so we can get engaged, so we can, you know, figure this out. I think he's waiting for when we go to Hawaii, though, honestly, and that's gonna, like, kill me, because it's like, I could be planning right now. I'm just taking more Volatile, and like I said, going over that outer edge, just to kind of blend it out. Okay, and now we're doing a gel wing liner. I am taking the Dose of Colors Set the Tone gel eyeliner. This is in the shade Weekender. It's a really pretty, like mauve-y kind of color. It kind of goes with Love Letter in the crease. So I'm gonna take this Delazzi Angled Liner S204 brush and do my wing liner. But yeah, this color is really pretty. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna take this Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter liner, and this is in the shade Junk Show. And I originally was gonna go just in with this like right over the top, but it didn't really show up as much as I wanted it to. But pretty much I just go right over the top of the line, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of this NYX Rose glitter, like just a tiny bit, just a smidge over the top, just to give it a little bit more sparkle. But this just adds like a different kind of like edge to the look, because I feel like all my pink looks start to look the same. And your girl never wants to be basic, okay? So just doing something a little bit different. Baby, hi boo boo. What's going on? Always, baby, always. What's going on today? You do, baby? Is this gonna get me on ABH Instagram or not?
It better.
It better. True. Thank you. Love you too, baby. All right, you guys, so the eyes are all complete. The only thing left is lashes. These are the Lily lashes in Mykonos. I got them when they had their like semi-annual sale or something like that. It was like half off or something. This is actually a kit, which comes with the lashes and also the lash glue. The lash glue is trash, but like it smells like it's just trash, but the lashes are popping. Like, I have been wanting a pair of Mykonos since Jaclyn Hill was talking about them on her YouTube channel, like what, a year or two ago. So I was like, get you some Mykonos. So I've actually been getting a lot of lashes lately, and I'm so happy and so thankful. I have 2 more lash brands that are sending me lashes that I'll of course be letting you guys know about, plus the Icon lashes, the Lily lashes, the Baba lashes, and the Shop Eden Rose lashes. Like, I'm just like, I'm in lash heaven. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do my face, pop on the lashes, throw my wig on, and come back for the lips. Okay, you guys, so I did have someone also ask me how the Dose of Colors I Love Sarahi Bathe highlighter looks, which is the more pink highlighter. And this is how it looks on my skin tone. It's like a nice like rose gold pink highlight, but it's not something that I would reach for unless I'm wearing pink, like to throw over like a pink blush or something like that. But I did still put Mirame down the center of my nose because old habits die hard and I don't really want pink on my nose. But we are gonna go to the lower lash line, and I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing that I did to the top. I kind of don't want to do anything on the bottom, but I feel like I need to because I feel like it looks kind of bare. So I can't find the brush. Oh, there it is. So I'm just gonna take Love Letter again and use this big fluffy brush and just put that on the lower lash line. And then take a little bit of Volatile, just a tiny bit, right underneath. Oh my gosh, this shirt is so tight on my arms. I can barely move. It's like robotic movements. And it's super hot. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of Vermeer out of the Modern Renaissance palette. It's like a really pretty, like, light pink kind of color, and pop that into the inner corner. And then for lips, I am going to go with the same like pinky hue. So first I'm gonna use Trust Issues. This is one of my favorite ABH liquid lipsticks. And then I'm going to take Poet, which is a little bit lighter. Poet's a little bit more pink, and I'm going to put that into the center. Alright, it took a while to get this color together, but I think we got it. We've got it. So that is it, you guys. That wraps up the second look of the ABH Norvina Palette Series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you like this look, and also let me know what else you'd like to see from this palette, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Mwah. Bye, you guys.